Well, despite President Biden's claim Republicans want to cut back on social services, he himself, by the way, tried to end spending on all federal programs back when he was a senator. Watch this.
When I argued that we should freeze federal spending, I meant Social Security as well. I meant Medicare and Medicaid. I meant veterans benefits. I meant every single solitary thing in the government. And I not only tried it once, I tried it twice, I tried it a third time, and I tried it a fourth time.
Pretty interesting, isn't it? Senator Rick Scott, Republican from Florida, joins me now. Respond to that, Senator.
Well, what a hypocrite. He accuses Republicans that they want to cut Medicare and Social Security. I've never suggested that. I said we got to preserve them. All right. In my plan, I said we ought to tell the public how we're going to preserve them. But he wants to accuse us of something he's done. He's tried. He had a bill that would do it, and he's fought and fought and fought to cut Medicare and Social Security. I mean, what a hypocrite. He's coming to my state right now. I put an ad up. I mean, this guy ought to resign. He's a complete failure, and he's lied about these things.
You know, he's going to be on this campaign trail today. He continues to hammer away, despite your response and the response of other Republicans. And Edward Lawrence report pointed out it was all federal programs to be sunset every 5 years to kind of reevaluate where it was. It wasn't just Medicare, Medicaid, or Social Security, right? They're just taking a section of that proposal and then exploiting it.
Yeah, and I said, if it's worth keeping, which, you know, it's clearly worth keeping, think about this. Would you say that anybody, Republican or Democrats, want to shut down our military? Well, guess what? We do that every year. We don't fund that for 5 years. We don't have a permanent military. Every year we go through, we've done it every year, the National Defense Authorization Act. We pass it every year. We've done it for 62 years. But would you say that everybody in Congress wants to shut that down every year? No, he's a hypocrite. And by the way, you know, he didn't pay his own taxes that should have gone in to preserve the Medicare program. He used a loophole, all right? And now he wants to change that loophole.
Sorry, Senator, that's my next question. You alluded to it. You have a new ad running in Florida, and it says President Biden should resign. You say he cheated on his taxes. It's a strong accusation, is it not?
Well, he did. I mean, he used a loophole to not take the income in that would require him to pay a Medicare tax on that. And so then now he's trying to change that loophole. I mean, people don't, you know, I don't know anybody else is doing that, right? I mean, he did it just to not pay the additional Medicare taxes.
That's interesting. You know, listen, we hear a lot from this administration. We have a strong economy, never been stronger. I'm creating 12 million jobs. Do the American people buy it, Senator?
No, they don't buy it. I mean, look at the numbers. I mean, we're adding part-time jobs, not that many full-time jobs. On top of that, look at the inflation. Our wages are not stamped with inflation. So if you look at the things that Americans care about, or at least I'll tell you about Floridians, they care about inflation, no plan on that. Care about gas prices, he has no plan on that. Care about border security, he has no plan on that. Care about getting rid of the fentanyl, he has no plan on that. Holding dictators accountable, especially like in Latin America. I mean, he appeases all of them. So this guy for Floridians, he is a complete failure.
Well, and also he's driven a lot of people from blue states into your state, into Florida. Do they ever address that?
No, think about how many people are moving there. You know, when I got elected back in 2010, people were leaving the state because the economy was so bad. We've fixed the economy. We've kept our taxes low. Our government is smaller than most other states per capita. And so guess what? People are going to continue to move to our state because they know they can make a living there. It's a better place to live, work, and play.
It certainly is. We'll have to leave it there. Senator Rick Scott, as always, thanks for talking with us today. Good stuff.
Thanks,